So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world. And welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector. And tonight I'm joined by Sam Simmons. He's the singer in the band Hell Comes Home, which is a metalcore, deathcore band from Arkansas. So, first of all, Sam, how are you tonight?
Doing very well, thank you. Glad to be on here.
Awesome. So yeah, so you guys are a newer band and you just released your EP, if I'm not mistaken, last Friday.
Yes, sir. Yep, Dying Breed is now on all streaming platforms. Pretty exciting.
Yes, it's exciting even though Spotify royalties suck.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Put it
Yeah.
on Bandcamp. Like,
Yeah, we're in the process.
yeah.
Definitely don't give the artists the royalties they deserve.
No, yeah, no, yeah, it's not, yeah. And you know what? Uh, YouTube is not that much different. You like you have to be like a very big YouTuber to actually make some money of it. I do it for the love of the music.
Right.
That I don't quit my day job. So
Right.
so yeah, Hell Comes Home. You're a newer band, and I thought through the interview that like that you guys I thought you were brothers, but I guess you're friends, right?
Yeah, just friends. And I mean we're basically brothers now, not by blood, but we're very close, and which is a big reason for the passion and a lot of the energy we bring, because we're not just bandmates in the sense of coworkers, but we're really good friends, and we agree on a lot of philosophical, deeper stuff, which inspires our music, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so the officially there's two members. There's you, and then there's the guitar player. But obviously you have other musicians. So for the drums and the other instruments, do you have like people coming in for different songs? How does that work?
Yeah, so we have I go ahead and shout him out, Anthony Marujo, really, really talented session drummer. So we hired him for to do the drums for the EP. And he's in a couple other bands, really talented drummer, but he's a busy guy, and we're wanting somebody that can keep up full time to be able to tour. We've got some plans to do some tour dates, and um, hopefully international next year. But so yeah, we hired Anthony to write the drums for the project, and then same thing with the our producer actually wrote the bass, played the bass for this EP, and then we have a touring drummer that we hire for all of our live shows. So it's just me and Nick, and then we just get the pieces that we need and hire out.
No, well, it works out. So, so the song, the EP has five tracks that you were releasing them here and there, but finally you released them as a cohesive material, 17 minutes. And I saw the two music videos. There's one for honoring everything that you guys are like in a cake party or something. So I think that was the first video, and then you have the second video, which is you guys playing and you're wearing some suits. And I saw that there's like a reaction video for that one. Which reaction videos I don't do them, but I can understand why they're good for bands. So that other video is for Sig Temper Tyrannis. So
Mhm.
you have those two music videos. So tell me a little bit about the process of working on those music videos.
Man, they were a lot of fun. They were fun. So it was kind of a blend of there was good collaboration on all of them. I worked up the themes to most of the videos. I kind of had an inspiration or a vision for most of them. And then our our good friend shoots our music videos, Dakin Management. So we had a lot of fun putting those together. In the EP, we have the the Dying Breed music video, we basically trashed a marketing studio, a really
I didn't
nice.
see that one.
It's pretty crazy. Um, so a friend of mine owned that business, a family friend, and was willing to loan it to us for a day. So we basically just like tore it up in the video, and we're throwing toilet paper and chairs and breaking stuff, computers. It was a lot of fun. And then so the
Hopefully, no eggs
no
because they're
eggs,
expensive.
yeah, no eggs, yeah, no. Right. But Six Emperor Tyrannus was there's an abandoned factory not too far from here that's out of production. And it's got an old runway on it too that I saw was a really good shot. So we decided to put some suits on for that one and get that dark industrial look. Um, and then yeah, honor is everything was kind of thrown together last minute. A lot of these other ones we had planned up and gotten props and materials and really spent time on the script. Um, we decided that honor is everything was just too good of a song to not have. We didn't have any plans for a music video,
Mhm.
so it was last minute, like the week of it being dropped, and I was like, I don't want to let this song be released without a music video. So we decided to have some fun with it and do, a little DIY setup, and we just decided to throw like a keg bonfire party and get some really cool shots. So we took some four wheelers and side by sides and threw a bonfire and had a lot of fun. So that was all
Yeah.
natural.
Well, you were doing some planking in the
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, I did a few gymnastics, few keg stands. I flipped the side by side a couple times for some good shots.
I was gonna ask you, were you driving it when it flipped?
Yeah, I rolled it a few times.
Did you get some insurance? You could have been hurt.
Yeah, I'm a little bit reckless. I don't know what all David told you or what you saw from the interviews, but I'm pretty reckless individual.
Okay. Well, yeah, the music video, yeah. I didn't see the other one. So the other one, you're trashing someplace. Did you ever stop and think that maybe they were going to do some remodeling of the place, and instead of hiring someone, they just have you destroy it for free?
No, that would have been cool though. I definitely would have loved to
They're
do
like
done
they're like, yeah, let's just have them tour the place, and we don't have to pay
that.
them because they're doing the music video. So the band, because I listen, is the vocals. You have different. You have clean vocals. You have some deathcore style vocals. So tell me a little bit of like vocalist that inspired you, like in your style.
Yeah, so my I've got a lot of different blends, but growing up for me was a lot of classic metal, classic rock, but also like outlaw country, red dirt country, a lot of old school stuff. So I had a lot of different genres define me, but a lot of the classic metal, classic rock growing up. Um, but my favorite and what kind of formed me, my favorite subgenre, I guess you could call it, and favorite era was the MySpace deathcore era. That's
Oh,
when I kind of like came into my own, and I just love the music that was produced in that time period. So if I had to say and that's kind of when I decided that's what I wanted to do. I started to really hear some of these bands and vocalists, and I was like, man, I love this kind of metal. Um, so the biggest vocal inspirations for me would have to be like Mitch Lucker from Suicide Silence, um, all these sites from Bring Me the Horizon. I know they're a much different genre now, but those first couple albums that they released, that style, um, Phil Bozeman, Whitechapel, Alex Kohler, Chelsea Grin. So a lot of stuff like that.
yeah, that inspired you. So I know that I saw the where you guys were talking, but they didn't ask you about lyrics. So tell me a little bit because I'm guessing, do you write most of the lyrics, or is it like a uh, do you work also with the guitar player? Is it more like your lyrics?
Yeah, I write most of the lyrics. Nick contributes just like I can contribute on some of the guitar riffs and melodies. So it's a nice blend of collaboration. He composes most of it, and then I'll write a breakdown or a pre-chorus riff, if it's inspired and it feels right. And then Nick provides lyrics as well. So it's a good blend, but I do write most of the lyrics. We're very passionate about most of the top. I mean, we cover a lot of different topics, and they're pretty deep, in this EP. Yeah, specifically to the songs, Six Semper Tyrannis is it's in the name, but that's kind of our face your oppressor. That one's specific to tyranny. Angry, very aggressive track, and then Dying Breed's kind of our rebel anthem, our title track. So yeah, that's kind of like be proud of being unique and original and bucking the system, um, keeping rock and roll alive, right? Keeping metal alive. That's what we're all about. So and then Demons was I wrote that at a pretty low time in my life before the band had formed. I had been writing lyrics and practicing vocals before finding Nick, and Nick had kind of been coming into his own guitar wise into our genre because Nick's a classic metal guy, classic thrash. Um, so he actually didn't start coming, and now he's obsessed with metalcore, deathcore as well. But it took him a few years to learn that type of playing. So it just came together at the perfect time. But Demons, I wrote at a really low point in my life. So those lyrics are genuine and raw, and come from a pretty dark place. And hopefully it helps others get through a similar time. That's kind of the point of that message. And then the other side, that's also a pretty dark, melancholy song. That's in regards to losing a loved one close to you. Nick wrote the guitar for that one, most of it before we met, and he had the death of a close one, and I had also lost a lot of loved ones, so it was really easy for me to write the lyrics to match that energy. So that's the grief of losing a loved one, and then honor is everything. That one's pretty cool. I like that one a lot. And me and Nick had contributed lyrics on the honor is everything. That's one we're both pretty passionate about the theme, but that's be the person you want to be. Take back your life, be a better person, stand your ground, So that's kind of like our hurrah, triumphant motivational song.
Yeah, I think I heard in it too that you have like an army background, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, all about honor and so very focused lyrics. And I'm guessing like you found by writing about those sensitive subjects, it's a great way, like a farty way to get those things out of your system.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's a release for me for sure. It's therapeutic. It's probably one of the only ways that I can, be able to process a lot of these emotions is through music. So music's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. So when you're writing lyrics, like what's your process like to get like because I know there's some people that write about stuff they see uh in the world, but it seems that the lyrics that you guys write are more introspective than outward, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for this project for sure. We don't want to limit ourselves, but we had a lot we felt the need to get out and express, which is why it's so raw and there's so many. It's a very diverse EP. Every song's completely different, which we're super proud of. But we don't want to limit ourselves. But for this project, for sure, it was mostly introspective and just deep emotions that we've dealt with. But we're already, writing new music, looking at potentially dropping an album end of this year, early next year, and that's going to have a lot of cool concepts and topics on it, philosophical, outer, more some external stuff as well. So, but yeah, this EP was it was a roller coaster of emotion for sure.
Yeah, and it's like the your first EP, debut EP. So it's a way for to get your name out there before you can give like a full length album, which I'm guessing will have songs that are not on this EP. Like this EP is like a great way for people to know what the band is about. So for you, writing wise in this EP, did you have like a track that was the most maybe difficult to write, like maybe lyrically or musically, like challenging?
Hmm, that's a good question. Um, I think most of them came pretty easy. Typically, sometimes, usually once I get in the flow of a certain topic, it's really easy for me to write if it's something I'm passionate about. It's not very hard for me. So, like with most of these, because I'm always jotting down, I've got a whole notebook full of
Hmm.
lyrics. And because I don't want to forget, I always forget. I'll be like, oh, I'll remember that later. And then I never remember it. So now I write down everything that these, so it's usually stanzas, bits and phrases that I get, hooks, breakdown vocals. But if I have a theme or a topic in mind, especially if we've worked on the music or Nick's already composed something, I can sit down and just listen to that on repeat, and then it'll just start flowing to me. So it's like, again, if I would say it's more of picking the theme or the lyrical concept for the music, which is really important, and we're very selective about. I want to take my time. I want to listen to the demo or this specific riff over and over and over again for days, weeks, maybe months, before I actually start putting lyrics to it. But once I start writing, it's easy.
Makes sense. So what do you prefer, breakdowns or a killer solo?
Oh man, I love them. I love them both. But look, I'm in this business for the breakdowns. I love the breakdowns. Uh, Nick, especially. We've gotten tons of compliments too, but that's a pretty big piece for me. I wanted a lead guitarist that could. I mean, there's not many people that can shred like him that can keep up. So it's pretty cool, and I feel like there's not enough um, tricky leads and solos put in a lot of modern metal subgenres. So it's cool to combine. We feel like we have a unique take on a few different genres. Um, so he has some crazy good solos, and I love that we incorporate those into there. And we also have some crazy good breakdowns. But I'm definitely for the breakdowns, 100%.
Yeah, like I'll ask you in a while, like more about breakdown. So I'm gonna show the artwork of the
Yeah.
EP that's out now, so we can talk about the artwork. So I know that you guys despise AI, so I'm pretty sure this is not AI artwork.
So this was created by Empire Studio. This is who creates our merch. So we put together the whole thematic concept of the album, and the title track specifically, Dying Breed. And this is what he came up with. So we were pretty excited about it. It embodies the whole message of the EP, right? It's a guy, and the world's clearly torn down and crumbling around him, and he's standing his ground. Maybe he's the last one standing. He's proud, he's unique. So there's a lot of different takes you can have on it, but I love the color scheme on it, and just the overall message with it is super cool.
Yeah, the blues and the black. So yeah, it looks like either A, the world is over, or B, it's after a Black Friday.
Yeah, yeah. Either way.
Everyone already got the big TVs, so he's trying to
Right.
survive. But yeah, it looks pretty cool, and I like the name of the band. When you picking band names.
Mm.
What exactly about Hell Comes Home? Like for you, for the both of you, said like, yeah, this needs to be the band name.
We both agreed on it pretty quick that that was the one. So Nick actually that was one of Nick's ideas. We both came up with like 5 to 10 names each, and we just were like, we'll think on them for a couple of days, and we both decided pretty quick that Hell Comes Home was the one. The Alice Cooper song that when Hell Comes Home? I think that's where he drew it from. So, but I like it because it's got not a little bit of alliteration, but to me the biggest reason why I liked it was because it really makes you think. It has deeper meaning to it. So to me, it's like a reckoning for humanity, or the
Mm.
possibility of hell already being around you, or you living in a hell. So, but there's many takes and meanings from it. So the whole reason why I liked it so much is the fact that it makes you think about the name, um, and it just sounds metal, which is a bonus. It's just a metal sounding band name, which is
It
super cool.
it does. I'm curious, which name was the runner up?
Ah, let's see. We had insanity is sane. Um,
Insanity is saying, yeah, it doesn't have like a ring to it.
Not quite the same ring, yeah. And then I think
Yeah,
there was I can't remember. I can't remember all of them, but Insomniacs or Insomnia. It's
but
not not
because there's a band called Insomnia from
Is there
from
really?
yeah, no, it's Insomnium. Sorry,
Oh, okay,
Insomnium. Yeah, no,
okay.
it's not Insomnia. It's Insomnium. But yeah, I think yeah. In the other thing that you said, I think yeah, it doesn't have that quite ring
Not
to it.
nearly, not nearly
It
as
doesn't
good.
have to it. So since you love breakdowns, I'm gonna make you think like which five, which are your five favorite breakdowns in songs
Oh
that you
man.
like?
Oh, that's a tough question. There's so many good breakdowns. Just off the top of my head, that's something I would have to ponder for a long time. But
I
off the
put
top
you
of
on the
my
spot.
Yeah, you're putting me on the spot here, but I love, man, I feel like old school, old Chelsea Grin did it so well. Their first album, Desolation of Eden, I think it was like '09, 2010. Um, Recreant and Sonnet of the Wretched are two songs by Chelsea Grin that have some of the most nasty breakdowns you'll ever hear. Um, Let me think. What else? Oh, I gotta say, Bring Me the Horizon's first album in 2006, Count Your Blessings. There's a bunch in there, but I used to make out with Medusa. That breakdown after the guitar solo is to die for. Let me think.
You've done three. You have two more. Yeah.
Ah, it's hard. It's hard. I think. hmm, so as Blood Runs Black keeps coming to mind, I want to say like I'm just gonna say an album. I'm not gonna say a song. I've got a bunch, but the Allegiance album by His
Mhm.
Blood Runs Black has a bunch of great breakdowns, and it's just an overall great deathcore album. Um, hmm. And I'd have to say, like, I'm just gonna give you another album. It's I can't think of specific songs, but All Shall Perish, um, Awaken the Dreamers, 2008. That's got to have a bunch of some of the greatest breakdowns. It's tricky, man. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
like nowadays, when you're talking about modern deathcore, the emphasis is on it, which is awesome. I'm talking more from the MySpace and the pioneering stuff. But of course, now you've got Slaughter to Prevail and Lorna Shore doing, and they're nailing it. And I love all their music. I'm talking a little bit earlier, but man, there's so many bands now that just nail it. I feel like there's a lot of emphasis on the breakdown now, which is super cool. So there's a lot of good bands coming out with crazy breakdowns.
Yeah, it comes with the territory. I put you on the spot, but the thing is like not to overthink it. Just whatever comes first into mind. So,
Right.
so the EP is out now. Is it only can people only buy it for now digitally, or how can people support the band?
Yeah, so right now it's digitally, but this weekend we'll actually be putting CDs, limited quantity CDs and T-shirts for the EP. And our website is in all of our social media. I don't have it off the top of my head, but if you go to any of our social media profiles,
Yeah, I'll
our
get it and I'll post it. Yeah.
yeah, our LinkedIn website has all that. So it's a big cartel website. So there will be a limited quantity hard copies, CDs, and T-shirts, and we're in the process of making some more merch. So, but pretty limited exclusive quantity for this first round.
Yeah, but for people who want to help support the band and get physical copies, and I know you said you have some shows for next year, but do you have like any upcoming shows like near?
Yeah, we just did one a couple weeks ago in Little Rock, and we've actually got a pretty big one this Saturday in Fayetteville at Nomad
Okay,
Trailside. So
where is that? Where is that one going to be?
Nomad's Trailside in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's not
Okay,
too
so
far from the University of Arkansas and Dixon Street. And it's gonna be a good time.
awesome. So people can catch you this Saturday. So Sam, it's been great chatting with you. I remember your name because I had a basset hound and his name was Sam.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
nice, nice.
But he didn't lift weights like you. He was a lazy dog.
That's a good name. That's a good
Yeah,
name.
it's a good name. So before I let you go, Sam, anything that you like to say for maybe current fans or future fans before we go?
We appreciate all of you. Y'all are the reason that we're able to do what we do and why we're keep striving for more. And the growth and the feedback we've received. I mean, we haven't been a band long, so it's really cool to see everyone that's willing to support us. And any of the support we really do appreciate. And we're going to just keep continuing to make more content and music and merchandise. So we appreciate everything, even if it's a stream, a comment, a like, or buying something to help us hit the road, go on tour. So appreciate you guys.
Awesome. So, Sam, I want to thank you for joining me all the way from Arkansas here to my couch in Puerto Rico. So, couchers, Hell Comes Home, Dying Breed EP. You can stream it now wherever you want to stream them. Hopefully soon on Bandcamp as well. So I'll post the link for the band, so people want to follow you, want to get some merch, because I'm sure like a shirt with the EP cover will look pretty cool.
Absolutely.
And so people can follow you in the socials. So
So
until next time, couchers, this
thank you so
Hector, the
much.
shield dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.